Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome back to Captain of Industry. Now, we're on the title screen and it does say continue episode 19, but that's not going to work because the game is updated. We are now in beta. So, jumping over to the patch notes here, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's changed. We've already had our first beta patch as well, so there's been an update already which added in a recipe book, which I'm so happy for. I made a couple of comments while I was playing the alpha series about not knowing what a material was for. So they've started to implement a recipe book that tells us what each thing is doing. So yeah, there's now, you can hear in the background, there's now music in the game. So they've got 64 minutes of music, which is very nice. So I guess we'll have to get through 2 episodes before you hear anything. There's 3 new maps in the beta version, and we have the ability to change our difficulty by changing certain settings when you're starting the game. There's different changes to how mining designation is. Before it was like a 6x6 square, and now it's a 4x4. It allows us to make different ramps, etc. And yeah, so difficulties, we've got things we can prioritize on the maps. We've got the ability to set priorities for machines. Vehicle navigation's been redesigned, and like there's trading and all sorts of stuff. Quick build, as I was saying during the alpha, quick build no longer cheats in materials, it's just a quick delivery. So you still need to have the materials, otherwise you can't use it. And then there's a whole ton of new content. All of these different machines. Power production, we now have nuclear reactors, we've got gas and electric boilers, and there's cement production's changed. We've got anaerobic digesters, so I'm guessing sewage to dirt and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, lots and lots of things added. Okay, so thermal desal no longer uses coal but uses steam. So we're going to be wrapping our head around all sorts of new changes, and that's part of the game development cycle, right? So and they've also done a big boost in rendering performance. So we're going to jump in and we'll see exactly what the new things are. Look at this. So New Haven is the original map. So you can see here just on the side, it gives you an idea of what's on that map. So you can actually change what resources are there, how big the forests are, how big the cliffs are. So as it says, map from the alpha version, balanced map. It's great for new or casual players. Start on the lowest platform and get all the starting resources you need. And we have what's called the beach. You start here on the sandy area. Farms cannot be built on sand, so the challenge is with their constrained placement. So this is all cliff area, so you'd need to dig fairly quickly up onto the plains to get some farms going. Golden Peak has a massive tower of gold right at the back here, but then you've also got to get up there, so you need to make your way up through that looks like an iron deposit maybe, or iron, and I don't know, there's a couple of deposits here, and we've got 7,300 iron and 1,600 1.6 million, I guess that is. And then there's You Shall Not Pass. It's a very challenging map. You literally start down here, and the only way to get up onto the top stuff is actually mine your way through the cliffs. I'm thinking, see, they're all difficult. I'd almost want to stay on the standard map and play around with stuff, but might go here. Maybe I'll play around with. Maybe I'll play around. You can pop the resources out of the ground. You can. Yeah, it's still advanced. Resources we'll keep as normal. We'll probably just play it all as normal. It's still gonna have some fun with this. Starting materials, oil deposit. You've got your different difficulty levels now. Everything in Captain is standard. We've even got game seeds now, so that's affects randomization used in places like weather generation or world map layout. Does not affect the map itself. You know what? We'll see what we do. We're just going to play the next map and do it in regular difficulty. And I'll probably fail fairly miserably. I haven't played since beta came out. Obviously, I played a fair bit of alpha, but the changes are significant in some areas, and it may take us a little bit to just wrap our head around where we're at. Fingers crossed I don't make a complete mess of it. Alright, so all of the original stuff should be there. I'm not sure whether they've made some changes. So yeah, again, we need to deconstruct, make a blast furnace, build a research lab. A friendly village you can trade with is nearby. Check the world map. Trading can be a lifesaver if you run into a shortage of critical products. So you should research and build a trading dock as soon as possible. So that is a new piece into the beta. We are going to pause. So if you look on the world map, we already have an established settlement nearby that we can trade with. So we can trade wood for concrete slabs, we can trade construction parts for copper, some diesel for coal, wood for metal scrap, iron for rubber. So again, ship's too damaged. You need to get your ship repaired before you can, but it's just a nice little boost to be able to get in there and trade with someone. So let's take a look at our map. I mean, that doesn't look like it's hard to cross. So I'm guessing our farms will need to be out here somewhere. Which, again, that's not that bad. I was expecting this sort of to be more of a barrier. So I guess we're going to need to get wood production up and running, and we'll need to crop out an area here, and we'll have our farms over this side. Hopefully we can pull water from here eventually. What's our overlays like? There's no water here. Okay, so that is an issue. Water up here, and there's water here. So this is probably going to be our main water source until we can get desals running. Looks like we've got coal all through here. We have copper up the back here. This is all iron. Obviously this is sand. I'm not sure what these... Is that limestone maybe? Sort of the grey sort of colour here. Although that's limestone. So I don't know whether this is just an overlay of both. Anyway. It's a tiny, tiny little patch of crude oil there. Look at that. Anywhere else that we have oil? Not really. So you can see they've made some major changes there. A lot of iron at the back. More limestone here. Wow. Big chunk of copper. There doesn't seem to be any gold on this island. I don't know of a use for gold yet. Anyway. So that's the layout of the land. Limestone, iron nearby. We've got our thing here. I want to try and do things a little smarter this time. I didn't do the greatest layouts, and I probably didn't prioritize things in the right way. Obviously, we need to get iron fairly soon. But for that, I'm going to need some excavators. So we can build factory here, and then I guess we'll truck in the food. So let's get rid of our overlay. We're going to go straight into waste management. Oh, okay, so the smokestack's now in its own recipe, or its own category, whereas before it used to be in with the metallurgy. Transports, molten channel, etc. Research lab now has a bit of a different look to it. Housing and food market. Cutting designation, message center. Okay, here's the new recipe. So we can actually look and go, I have exhaust, what can I do with it? Or where does it come from? Metal scrap can be used here. Can I? Okay, so molten iron. This is how we produce it. This is how you consume it. Cool, that is fantastic. Well done, guys. Love it. So once you get to a certain point, you'll get to, and you have to research it. So diesel, the only way we can consume it now will be through like this. What I would like, this is a fantastic start. I'd like when we hover over this that it shows the name of the machine. I think that'd be cool. Because we obviously do have which is what I'm assuming is a flare stack. But if we could hover over it and it shows the actual machine, that'd be even better. Shows these, that's good. But yeah, what machine it is. No, fantastic step forward. All right, let's just get into this. Let's look at the terrible stuff that I'm going to be doing. And we're going to get a coal maker. We need to make one of them. Zoom down a bit. Rotate. What are we actually going to do? Let's place this guy first. So, blast furnace into the metal. Yeah, this island is a lot bigger than it looks, right? Into this, coal maker at the front. And then we need the smokestack. And we need, won't do that transfer, we do need the molten channel here. To there. And I don't have, how many, I've got 360, that's going to cost me what? 8. All right, let's start with that. We're going to need to designate at least one of you guys to tree cutting. There's our priority system here. Then we need to look through what we've got, cement, and work towards got a food market there already, housing. We're going to need to get into food as soon as possible. So we don't have food yet. We actually are going to need to go straight to a research lab. But that needs power, doesn't it? Does not. Research lab. Trees designations, as I said, I'm going to need some space here for some farms. It'll be close to the edge. Let's get, you know what? Let's have some fun. Cool. All right, let's unpause. See, all the trucks just leap into motion. Let's recycle this. Assuming I'm going to need some sort of storage building, which I don't have access to yet. So they will just pull this apart as they need to. Truck is off chopping trees. Okay, so research lab is ready. Research and build farms before our local food runs out. Yes, and then beacon, build an assembly. Okay, so let's look in here. So here is our tech tree. Iron smelting we've got already, pipes we've got already. So power and maintenance. Here's the trading dock. So we're going to need all that before we can get into concrete production anyway. Beacon, basic diesel, copper refinement is a bit earlier. Ship dock repair. Ramps, cement production. So obviously concrete requires cement. So when we can produce cement. Storage, fuel station, irrigated farms. What else has changed? There's a lot of things here. Settlement power, sulfur processing, sour water. There's a lot for us to get into. Look, it goes for miles, right? Hydrogen, plastic. And I'd say we're up here somewhere when we start to see these icons. So a lot to do. I didn't choose one. That was derpy. Let's go back and choose farms because I think it's really should be in there. Start on that. Do that one next. And then on the U. Cool. Let's unpause. Guys are going to start doing their thing. These guys are going to be researching. I like that this research lab does not use power. I don't know if the original one did. Maybe that's the advanced one that does. Logistics tutorial. Yeah, we've done all this in the previous one. Again, if you're watching this for the first time and you've only ever seen beta, I do have a series on the alpha, but as I said, some things have changed. And the game gives you many tutorial. It's not visual tutorials, it's all you need to read and look at. Well, I guess it's visual in some way. It's not a video one. Let's put it that way. So you still need to understand what you're seeing. Iron smelting, yes, I need to now select this and say I want to do, there's only one recipe, so it's doing metal scrap and coal. 8 metal scrap, 4 coal, 20 seconds is 8 molten iron and 4 exhaust, which will be pumped into this. This can handle 200 per 20 seconds. This little coal maker is taking 20 wood to turn into 4 coal and 8 exhaust. And then this little metal caster, we zoom in a bit, we'll take that molten iron. Are you guys deconstructing this yet? Hello? Oh, we've got the scrap in here. We were just waiting for the coal. You guys are just sort of chilling, or is someone going to do that? And already 10. We have 4 coal in here. Hey? Can't make a belt, so they need to be able to do this. Should I put this right up against it? Because they are not moving the coal. Are you stuck? I don't need to recover. Don't tell me they can't path around this. Again, we're beta, right? Very early beta. It only came out yesterday, day before. Hey, so broke it already. Well done, Lens. We are producing coal. We have 12. Oh, hang on. It just needed to get more in there, did it? There we go, picking up 12 coal. It was waiting for it to fill. Okay. Basic farming is researched. This guy is producing. Take a look here. Need to back off a little. We'll see how loud that is. Post. I might lower it a little. Here comes the molten metal. Coming out to the plate maker. And we're now making plates. Fantastic. Alright, farming. Let's go all the way over here. Can I squeeze a farm in here yet? Oh man, so close. Squeeze one in here though. Can I squeeze it this way? Literally no. Okay, so there you go, everyone. First farm is in. Again, and it's miles away. Look how far away. The trucks are tiny. Right, so we're working on construction. We're going to need to get our setup here. And we'll run straight into making our construction parts. These guys will require food. They've got 32 months of supply. We have, sorry about that. No food in here. We don't want people to die. Yeah, building. And then we will just do potatoes, water, potatoes and then fallow so that we don't lose fertility. We are going to need to get water into here once we can get into the water patch. But for now, it's going to require rain. Hopefully we get enough rain and that we get all these trees chopped. So things are underway. Again, we've got 800 scrap in here, 400 slabs. We're going to need soon, as soon as our research is done. Shipyard's overloaded with cargo. Is there still cargo in here? No. I mean, I could allocate another one of these guys to wood harvesting for the moment. And hopefully we can get a second farm in. Yeah, raining now. Getting a little bit of rain. Last 8 months without water. Harvest in 5.7. We'll have some food. Construction almost there. Have up to 50 vehicles. Don't need any repair stuff yet. Built. Basic farming construction is now done, which means we can make an assembly. And an assembly requires wood. Wooden concrete, is it, for this? Okay, that doesn't even need to be there yet. No, iron and wood and concrete. That's fine. Pop it here for now. Iron, wood, and concrete. Concrete slabs. Looks like blocks to me. Alright. Good to know. Next we're doing vehicles and mining, so we will be able to get an iron mine up and running. We'll be able to designate a mining area and we'll be able to build some ramps with some of the scrap. And I'm gonna use the cheat. There is still a cheat. Not really a cheat, but there is still a way of stopping your mines from collapsing. They are looking at implementing retaining walls, just not yet. So we will use a little bit of a cheaty way of getting in and out of our mine, which will be here. So that may revolve around me having, and I'll need to work out what we've got. Revolve around me having an area here that we can dig up, and then placing some pipes and stuff around so that it's good. Again, limestone here, I believe, so we can mine out limestone into iron. And obviously we've got sand on the ground, which we'll get as we're mining out this iron. Copper over here, so we're pretty decent for ore. I think this was coal, so we will need to mine coal too. So as soon as the vehicles and mining is up, we will get 1, 2, 3 mines, and fourth will have to be fairly close behind. Again, limestone will build ramps and stuff here, and I'm not sure exactly what limestone is used for. I think it's for concrete production, and as per this, we need concrete production very early on. Right, let's tickle this up a little bit just till we get this next piece done. We're producing this from these parts. Again, 760, 360, so we'll be using it into here. And food is underway because it's not raining. It's gonna hurt us. Right. Hopefully we can get there and we can get this down and put another farm in right next door. So once these trees go, we'll plop one directly here. Leave a little bit of a gap between them so we can run pipes, because fertilizer stuff eventually goes in this corner. But we'll leave a bit of a gap and place a farm here. Right. So we've got 150 construction parts and we now have the ability to make them. So again, not fast, but we are getting there. Just want this to build so we can get into this next step, and really need to prioritize getting up to copper and least into diesel, because we're going to need power and fuel and coal. We've only got a limited amount of diesel. And then the trading dock. So that was the other thing that was on that list of research, was the trading dock. So hopefully good things happening. Farming. Vehicles and mining is research. So yeah, we'll be able to put, you know what? I can probably put that in now. Let's do that. All right, so vehicles and mining is done. We're now doing the trading dock, so we can go to mining designation. We are going to need buildings. We're going to need mine control towers, and we're going to need the vehicle depot. So let's get the vehicle depot underway. So I think I did badly in the previous playthrough was that I put this right in the middle of the base. It really cannot be in the middle of the base. We need to have it out away from things. No, do that one first and that one. It was bad. Because your excavators cannot get under even a 3 high belt. You need the ramps. And if you don't have the ramps early enough, you won't be doing anything. All right, so again, iron here. Let's get some control towers. So we can place a control tower here. And then we're going to look at dumping designation. So there's a couple of things we can do. One, we can build out our island. 2, we can look at ramps. So again, I want to get up into this back section fairly soon. So we're going to build a ramp here. And then I want to, that's probably too high. We can probably get rid of that much. Like that. So there's a ramp up to the back. And we've got the trading dock already. Jeez, let's slow down. Getting right into this. So cargo docks, the trading dock itself is cheap. Let's pop it down. So we can trade, right? Because we're going to need this. All right. I'm going to need to build. Ooh, that's expensive, right? I'm going to need to build it though. I need at least 1 excavator. Okay, so here is our ore. Again, as I said earlier, I want to use the bit of the hack, so to speak. I don't want to go too far away, but I don't want everything collapsing on it. No, that's not going to work. Let's do this. Now I need to know how wide to build this. No, no. Mining designation. And I will move where this can mine. That's okay, so we can't go any further that way. We do 2 wide ramp. So I need to put this here somewhere. And then across. All right. So there's our mining. Again, I'm not the best at doing this, but we're going to need to potentially zip up to here, dig this way, and then this bit in the middle. All right. Good. You will change the area. We're going to be working here. We need to allocate. We will need to. Okay. Need to allocate a truck, and we will need to allocate an excavator. So have we got it built? Building. We need to get this done before we run out of metal here, if that makes sense. All right. This just needs wood. And then again, we're going to need to get into this limestone. So we're going to need an extra excavator to move things. Here he comes. You, sir, have an excavator and 1 truck. Well, I hope I'm not racing too far through the coal. Again, will be next. And I don't have So concrete production needs to be added to the queue, and as it says, cement, crushed slag and water, and then we need, oh, there's two things. So slag into crushed. I can't even collect water yet. Oh no, it adds the rainwater harvest. Okay. Okay, well we need to add it, right? We're going to have power happening, because I'm assuming that these things require power. Concrete mixer and the crusher. The cement production, limestone, coal. So that's going to be one we need to push towards too. How much cement have we got? 300. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to need dumping designation too, right? So if I look at... They should be dumping here. Sand is a different animal though. So if I just put... Let me put... I kind of don't want... You know what? For now... I think I need to put dumping designations in here. Sounds a little funny, but... Let's see what that does. Are you gonna put sand in there? Because this... There we go. We can head dump sand here. It's going to be a little, as I said, a little funky. It's probably going to flow everywhere. But I'm not sure where else to put it at the moment. Oh, look at that. Cheater. You need to get out of there, my friend. Okay. So 2 farms running. It's raining now. Power and maintenance happening. And that's about to finish up. And it's a good place to finish up the episode. So next time we'll get into... Let's start making some coal. And then we'll work on limestone over here because it's coming. So power and maintenance is upon us, which is just the diesel gen. And we are good. So cargo docks. So the trading dock is done. Well, it's not. It's got to be built. We need to mine out coal. And again, I'm going to use the transports sort of set up to allow us to dig a channel in, but it not collapse behind it. So the more they dig in, the more likely things are to collapse into a heap. Yeah, they'll pour this stuff in here and I guess Ryan, I don't know, give it somewhere to put it. Anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. Comments below. If you're interested in the beta, go and check out, there's links in the description to be able to pick yourself up a beta copy. It is a you do purchase it through the site themselves and they will send you a key, but up to you. If you're interested, follow those links, go and check it out. Devs are really active in the Discord channel, which will be linked down below as well, and hope you can pick up a copy for yourself. Till next time, thank you. As I said, comments down there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.